reactions from several countries in Latin America. Many people are looking right now, and most countries, the leaders of most countries and in Latin America in general, they're looking at the images coming from Bolivia in shock. This is something that we have not seen in years. The military on the streets in front of the plaza entering a presidential palace. It's not clear yet what the president is right now, but we're waiting to hear much more reactions from different leaders around the region. But it's important that the OAS is saying that the democratic order should be reestablished, that the will of the Bolivian people should be respected. Let's not forget that Luis Arce was elected as Bolivia's president back in 2020. And right, as I said before, it's not clear yet where the president is.
And Teresa, as we'll just keep explaining this situation, heavily armed soldiers and armored vehicles seen gathering at the capital's Plaza Murillo. We've also heard from the former president, Evo Morales, who has accused the military general Juan José Zuniga of trying to stage a coup, and also noted on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, that we will not allow the armed forces to violate democracy and intimidate people. Teresa, how significant is the voice of the former president? Teresa, do we still have connection? It appears that we have lost connection with our correspondent, Teresa Bo, in Argentina. Just to recap this breaking news story, Bolivia's president has slammed the irregular mobilization of army units. This is a developing situation, and we will endeavor to bring you more updates.
Apenas unos 5 minutos en la puerta del Palacio. Observe con atención esta imagen, la tanqueta ingresando, rompiendo la puerta de ingreso del Palacio de manera violenta para que el general del ejército ingrese al Palacio quemado. Esto sucedía...
Han ingresado prácticamente los militares, habían algunos efectivos policiales. Ellos que están en este sector, ahí observamos algunos... es un capitán, es el ayudante del comandante departamental también. ¿Qué es lo que ocurre? No hay una información oficial. Hemos escuchado al ministro Montaño, hemos tratado de escuchar al paradero del presidente del Estado. Bueno, y mientras les mostramos lo que ocurría, gas que están utilizando en este sector. Ustedes observan la gran cantidad de gas lacrimógeno que se está utilizando, por lo menos en esta esquina, para retirar a las personas. Hay efectivos militares que prácticamente están...
The former or current commander of the armed forces of Bolivia, his name is Juan José Zuniga. He was the commander of the armed forces in Bolivia, but apparently because of what we've been listening these past few days, he was very critical of former President Evo Morales, and he was going to be destituted and replaced by the current administration of Luis Arce. And what we're hearing is that it could be a coup. This is certainly what the government is saying, what former President Evo Morales in Bolivia is saying. what the armed forces and what this general is saying is that they're defending democracy, that there's lots of discontent within the military. The big question right now is how much support this general has. Certainly, there's lots of talks right now in Bolivia, elsewhere, and for what we're seeing right now is that this is a coup against the government of Luis Arce.
And Teresa, I'll just explain for our audience that what they are looking at now are live pictures from Bolivian local TV. Teresa, is there a wider context here that you could inform our audience about in terms of the political situation in Bolivia?
Well, certainly. Let's not forget what's been happening in Bolivia in the past year since Evo Morales was forced to leave the country back in 2019 after being accused of committing fraud, after a government that came after that in a way banned Morales from coming back into the country, persecuting the indigenous social movement that supported Evo Morales. After that, there were elections in place. Luis Arce, the current president, was elected. He's from Evo Morales' party, from the movement towards Socialism party, and he has been in place since then. However, there's been lots of tension within the armed forces, tension between the armed forces and the current administration.